Nation's leading three-point shooting team. But Drake's Bennett Sturtz is the only player in the nation to lead his conference in points, rebounds, and assists. The oldest rivals in the Missouri Valley Conference square off yet again right now. This is Carver Arena in downtown Peoria. Since 1982, the home of Bradley basketball. The Braves are off to their best start since the mid-'80s, but have a huge challenge tonight with two-time defending Arch Madness champion Drake. Welcome to Peoria. Valley fans, going to be fun tonight on CBS Sports Network. Dave Ryan alongside Trey Demps, former star and captain at Northwestern. Bottom line here, partner, this is going to be fun, right? Game of the year in the Valley.
Absolutely. You have a Drake team who's coming off 2 straight losses after winning 12 in a row, including 3 against Power 5 opponents. And you have a Bradley team who's experienced, they're old, and they have 6 guys who shoot over 40% from 3.
Well, one reason Drake got off to the great start at 12-0, Bennett Sturtz, the transfer from Northwest Missouri State, has been awesome. Leads the Valley in scoring, leads the nation in minutes per game.
Yeah, he just plays with such great pace. You can't speed him up, and he uses his 6'5" frame to score at all 3 levels, can get to the mid-range, can shoot the 3. They are going to run their offense through him and rely on him to score and make plays off the pick and rolls. And on the other hand, you have Bradley, who has a balanced scoring attack. It starts with Duke Dean, a guy that can score from the perimeter, great jump shooter. Then you have a guy in Zeke Montgomery who can create his own shot at all 3 levels. Then you have Darius Hannah, who can get to the rim and finish. And then the glue piece that puts it all together is Christian Davis, who's shooting over 40% from 3.
When we come back to Peoria, it is game time. Drake is rebuilt with a new coaching staff and a new roster. Can the Bulldogs get back on track? Bradley wants to stay unbeaten in the Valley.
The season comes down to this. It is showtime. Unbelievable.
A Chewy order is on the way for Rue, who can speak for himself, but can't shop for himself. So when he gave his Rue of approval on the food Dad bought on Chewy, Dad put it on autoship. So it always gets delivered right on Rue's schedule. The flavor Rue loves, the savings they love. For automatic delivery and 5% savings, for life with pets, there's Chewy.
Did you know that Geico's whole 15 minutes thing, that came from me? Really? My first idea was, in 1/4 of an hour, your savings will tower. Over you, figuratively speaking. But that's not catchy, is it? That's not going to swim about in your brain. So I thought, what about 15 minutes, 15%? Serendipity.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Hi, Susan. Honey.
Yeah?
I respect that, but that cough looks pretty bad. Try this Robitussin honey.
The real honey you love, plus the powerful cough relief you need.
Mind if I root through your trash?
Robitussin with real honey and elderberry.
Oof, stuck paying for that old phone? Don't be. You know, at Verizon, we'll pay off your phone. And you'll get iPhone 16 Pro on us. That's a value of up to $1,800, only on Verizon.
Our patients don't need doctors. Our patients need detectives.
He may be reckless, but he's also a genius.
Watson premieres CBS Sunday, January 26th after the AFC Championship.
This is the most played rivalry in Valley history, meeting 167 unfolds tonight. Bradley has won 97 of those, 55-23 at home against Drake. Bulldogs led by first-year man Ben McCollum after a Hall of Fame career at Northwest Missouri State, where he led the Bearcats to 4 D2 titles. He brought 4 players with him up to D1 to Des Moines. Lineups tonight includes Mitch Mascari. He's second in the Valley in three-point makes with 44. He'll be crucial tonight. Bradley's Christian Davis will start the game defending Bennett Sturtz. A huge role, ball screen defense. Will be really big tonight and important for the Braves, led by their 10th-year head coach, Brian Wardle. He told us today he thinks keeping fouls down tonight, having patience with Drake's methodical style in the half court will be important. Second longest tenure of any coach in the Valley by Northern Iowa's Ben Jacobson, who's led the Panthers for 18 years. Great crowd tonight downtown Peoria. Bennett Sturtz told us pregame, got to get back to being ourselves, part of that 12-0 start. He said to us, I thought it was interesting, partner, we were afraid to lose a game, and we did. Now it's 2 in a row. They got to right the ship tonight.
Yeah, and he talked about the fact that Drake has to get back to playing confidently on the offensive end, just being instinctive, not overthinking it, and definitely the competition rises once you get into Missouri Valley play. So we'll see how they respond here tonight.
A loss at UIC, your hometown of Chicago, and then home to Murray State after the 12-0 start for Drake. Bradley 5-game win streak, 8-0 at home this year. They've won 12 straight here in downtown Peoria. And here we go, more history. Part of this great rivalry in the Missouri Valley Conference. First possession for Drake, visiting Blues here. Isaiah Jackson. Here's Sturtz, first touch. Leads the Valley, 4 different categories. 38.1 minutes a game to lead the nation. Mascari came with him for the Bearcat program in D2. 4 to shoot. Sturtz, Mascari, it's a 3. Way off, thud, it's a miss. Loose change rebound for Davis. Transfer from Lemoyne College up in Syracuse, New York. Montgomery's feed knocked aside, out of bounds.
It's one of the things that Montgomery does so well in late transition situations, getting straight to the post. A guy that really loves to be on that right block. Use that left hand. Watch out for that tonight.
Darius Hanna, team's 3rd leading scorer. On a balance, we talked about top of the broadcast. 14 to shoot here. On the Braves' first possession, Corey Thomas, JC transfer. Hand to the basket. Reverse layup, can't hit it. Thomas, hand on it. That's out of bounds, back to the Bulldogs.
Even though Hanna wasn't able to finish that one, you see just the versatility that he has. I mean, that's a 6'10" center playing on the perimeter, playing off the catch. Just wasn't able to get it down there.
Sturtz, Dad Roger is here tonight. His high school coach. Liberty, Missouri, not too far from the Northwest Missouri State campus. He spent a couple years, 2 years, D1 basketball coming for Bennett Sturtz, who's fouled on the baseline and shoots 2 here.
And for Drake, I mean, I would say probably 75 to 80% of the possessions are going to end with a Sturtz high ball screen or handoff, with him making the play and other guys playing off him. Good job there, getting downhill, utilizing that size to get some contact and draw the foul.
84% from the line. Surprising miss there. Does hit the second. We mentioned top of the broadcast, Davis. The combo guard will match up head-to-head with Sturtz. Does commit his first foul. Your Duke team. Valley's leader in threes made. Three-point shooting has been fantastic this year for Bradley. #1 in the nation. Thomas can't hit from deep this time. And Brian Wardle told us impressed his team beat Missouri State here on CBS Sports Network Saturday, only shooting 7 of 22 from 3. It's a team that averages more than 10 threes a game. They're great from deep. 10 to shoot here. Drake will drain the clock. Very deliberate in the half court. 3 to shoot. Hanna, great defense. Better play there from Thomas. Head-to-head with Abreu on the baseline. 4/10 on the shot clock.
It's a good job of Hanna forcing him kind of to the dead spot of the floor where Abreu wasn't able to get an angle there.
Mascari can't handle it, and a shot clock violation. And to call Kelly Self, Tyler Kump, the on-court officiating crew here tonight in Peoria. Ball screen defense. It's going to be so important tonight for Bradley to try to make sure Sturtz doesn't get free for a lot of looks. Bradley had 30 points and 12 assists in that UIC loss. That's a career high for Sturtz. Only other person in Valley history to do that, and it was done 3 times, a guy named Oscar Robertson. That's right, the Big O when Cincinnati played in the Valley way back in the day. Mascari, nice overplay and a good pick. And Sturks told us today to be named in the same sentence as the Big O means a lot to him. That's pretty cool history. Here's Abreu thinking three. Front iron miss. Out of bounds. Drake keeps it here. Manyao, good hustle to keep the play alive there on the O boards for Drake. .30 against York for Abreu, season opener, non-D1, but a league game, New Year's Day first loss to the Bulldogs this year for Sturks. Huge game against the Flames. 8 to shoot here. Abreu pulls up mid-range game. Another misfire. It's out of bounds, back to the Braves. Each team struggling offensively here.
Look at the keys to the game. I think the biggest thing for Drake is guarding that three-point line, but you can't be so focused on guarding the three-point line that you allow easy layups, and then you also have to take care of the basketball and get quality shots. For Bradley, it's pick-and-roll defense against Sturks.
Hand in the corner. Making three, making a three. 11-point second half for Darius Hannah against Missouri State. Led the way against the Bears, 18 points, 9 rebounds in that slow-paced Saturday win for Bradley. Jackson, transfer from Northwest Missouri State. A couple of chances for him to take shots here. Sturks handles, has declined. Here's Jackson. Here's Mascari, three-point ace, bang, from deep. And a big make for Mitch Mascari.
And you see it, you mentioned it, they gave Jackson a lot of opportunities. Montgomery defensively is almost playing like a free safety, guarding Jackson, who's only an 18% three-point shooter.
Here's Hannah, the lefty, looking for a two-ball this time. Thomas knocked it out of bounds, but had some help there from Abreu, and Bradley keeps it.
See here, good job of Duke Dean probing the defense, stretching out the hard hedge. And then when you're guarding Mascari, you have to be there on the catch, especially if you're Duke Dean, who's only 5'8". He's able to shoot right over the top if you're not there.
Mascari, 45th three of the year. Duke Dean from Bradley leads the way in the Valley with 47. Here's Atlason from Iceland. Off the bench for Bradley. Almar Atlason has been cold of late. I guess that's all done.
Yeah, last 4 games, only 1 of 10 from 3, a great sign. And that's something that Duke Dean, when we talked to him, he said that we have to get Atlason going from the three-point line.
Hit 41 threes. Duke Dean said, I'm taking that young buck under my wing, trying to get him some confidence. I guess that paid off in practice and what they've been chatting about and texting this week. Great star from Iceland, played in the European U20 championships. Here's Hannah again, thinking three. This is Bradley's game. Darius Hannah has hit a couple. Van McCollum wants a timeout for Drake. The nation's leader in three-pointers, heading in, getting hot from deep.
How about Hannah, but Atlason there with a 3. And then Hannah, who only made 1 3 last year, already 2 here tonight. Bradley had it going early.
Oof, stuck paying for that old phone? Don't be. You know, at Verizon, we'll pay off your phone, and you'll get iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence on us. Now with Genmoji. That's a value of up to $1,800, only on Verizon.
At Harbor Freight, we do business differently from the other guys. We design and test our own tools and sell them directly to you. No middleman, just quality tools you can trust at prices you'll love.
Old Trapper beefs. One upping.
I love Old Trapper. I love how tender it is. Don't forget the wood smoke flavor. Savory beef. Quality ingredients. I'm their biggest fan.
Old Trapper. What's your beef?
If your family's anything like mine, every day brings in dirt and messes. Sit back, relax, and leave the deep cleaning to the pros.
Your best defense against erosion and cavities is strong enamel. Nothing beats it. I recommend Pronamel Active Shield because it actively shields the enamel to defend against erosion and cavities. I think that this product is a game changer for my patients. It really works.
Oh, that's very,
Right?
This store doesn't have agent force, so an AI agent didn't tip off the stylist as to what I might actually wear.
Yes.
Oh, that's a commitment. Hey, bud, what do you think?
You know, people can see you out here.
Yeah, right. Love you too.
Agent Force helps retailers prevent fashion fails. It's what AI was meant to be.
College basketball on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Geico. Switch and save. Get more with Geico. And by AT&T. Connecting changes everything.
It is the oldest rivalry in the Valley, starting in 1942. Bradley legend Hersey Hawkins, one of the many key players in this rivalry, the College Basketball Hall of Famer. National leader in scoring, 1987-88 for Bradley. First team All-American, National Player of the Year. 4 in a row for Drake. 2 straight Arch Madness championships. Darren DeVries, now the head coach at West Virginia, took Tucker with him, his now injured son, for the Mountaineers, but they're doing great things with a 7-game win streak in the Big 12. Brand new start. Ben McCullough takes over. The D2 to D1 change for Coach McCullough. He talked about that with us today. It's a big transition.
Yeah, but he says, I mean, X's and O's wise, there's still basketball at the end of the day.
Nate Ferguson in the lineup for Drake for the first time. One of 2 returning players from Coach DeVries' 2-time champion team in St. Louis.
Coach Montgomery has, or excuse me, Coach McCollum has a decision to make with Jackson, because they're really just helping off of Jackson, which is clogging up the lane, not allowing Sturts to make plays in the pick and roll.
Great start from deep. 2 threes for Bradley. All the offense so far, 166 threes on the season to lead the nation. On pace to set an all-time Bradley record for 3-point shooting. This is a 2. The spin and score for Zeke Montgomery. Second stint as a Brave after 1 year at Rhode Island in the A-10.
Zeke Montgomery, 80% of his drives are going to his left. So you have to know that when you are guarding the ball against him, doing a good job getting to his left, spinning back to the right for the midi.
Good analytics part. You're studying tape.
A little bit.
Just a little bit.
Shout out to Synergy.
10 to shoot here for the 3-point-8. Sturts declines a 3. 5 to shoot. This is common for Drake. They'll shoot under 10 on the shot clock. Davion Banks, the swing man. JC, transfer of Northwest Florida State College. First start of his season came against Murray State in the loss in Des Moines for the Bulldogs last time out. Isaiah Jackson was injured, didn't play in that game. A torn ankle, hope to get him back tonight. Good drive, Hannah, his first 2-pointer. And inside and out right now, Bradley, the half court looks really good. Ben McCullough wants another timeout. Doesn't like the way things are going for his Bulldogs at all. Great atmosphere tonight in Peoria. Packed house, enjoying a great start for the Braves.
Oh, that's very,
Right?
This store doesn't have agent force, so an AI agent didn't tip off the stylist as to what I might actually wear.
Yes.
Oh, that's a commitment. Hey, bud, what do you think?
You know, people can see you out here.
Yeah, right. Love you too.
Agent Force helps retailers prevent fashion fails. It's what AI was meant to be.
Drake looking for their first 5-game win streak in series history. They've won 4 in a row against the Bradley Braves. We check in with the AT&T Fast Analysis Drake.
Hey, you look at Drake Bulldogs, only giving up 58 points per game. A lot of that has to do with pace. They play with the slowest pace in all of college basketball. They limit the game on average by 20 possessions per game. But Bradley so far has done a really good job of staying locked in on the defensive end and guarding for all 30 seconds.
Drake has drained the shot clock partner under 10 in 6 of 8 possessions to begin the game here tonight. Very deliberate, very slow pace. There's Banks, earns a trip to the free throw line here. The junior.
And already there, with Jackson out of the game, there's so much more space for Sertz to come off a pick and roll, to drag that big man out. Good job of Banks getting to that short roll and being calm, cool, and collected to draw the foul.
And Jackson bothered by the injured ankle we told you about. More free throw here for Tavion Banks, grad student from Kansas City. 2 years with the Raiders in junior college, Northwest Florida State College, not Northwest Missouri State.
Yeah.
That's where 4 of the Bulldogs came from, including their head coach. Good numbers for him there. Double-double, 10 points, 11-plus rebounds a game, and 2 much-needed free throws for Drake. Defense struggling here. At the moment, Ray's getting what they want. Dillon off the bench. The native of Peoria's got his first bucket. The D2 transfer, Connor Dillon from Winona State.
It's that point action where you get the big to the elbow area, and you got 3 guys moving without the basketball. Good cut there to get the opening.
2-man game. Ferguson, really tough shot for the return. And a good crash of the offensive glass for Tavion Banks. Is right back to the free throw line, shooting here for Drake.
We see it again right here. Doing a really good job. The ball starts up top, and then it goes right there into the elbow. And a good job there from Thomas, finding the guard for the cut.
Corey Thomas picks up his first foul for Bradley. And Banks one more free throw. 67% from the line, but hits 4 in a row. And sometimes the free throws, partner, get you back in the game when you're struggling in the half court defensively.
They're going right back to the same action. There's so many different things you can do out of this.
This time, read perfectly by Tavion Banks. Been a big Drake star here. Loses the ball in transition this time. Taken back by Christian Davis. Ryan World told us today he is our defensive stopper. We rely upon him to shut down Bennett Sturts. Has not had a shot yet in the game. 10 to shoot. Davis, offensive side this time. Atlason drives, looks for the hammer, and earns a trip to the free throw line. Mostly shoots from beyond the arc. With the shot clock running out, the 3.8's Almar Atlason from Iceland went for the big hammer dunk. Shoots free throws when we return.
When you need your sports in us now,
we're bringing you that breaking news right here on HQ.
Find it on CBS Sports HQ. Streaming free anywhere you are.
Guys, got hair loss? I know what you're thinking. Should I shave my head? Comb it over? Wear a hat? Just stop. This isn't 1970. Keep your hair and your confidence because Bosley, America's #1 hair restoration experts, can give you your real hair back permanently. Check them out because they're giving away an absolutely free information kit and a free gift card to everyone who scans this QR code. Dude, you don't have to look like your dad because this isn't your dad's hair loss treatment. People all over the country trust Bosley because they're ahead of the curve. They use the latest technology to give you your real hair back. And the best part, Bosley's permanent solution is protected by the Bosley Guarantee. Let them show you for free how awesome your hair could look with an absolutely free information kit and a gift card for $250 off. Scan the QR code. Don't wait. Scan the code now and ask about the Bosley Guarantee.
I got this $1,000 camera for only $41 on Deal Dash.
DealDash.com. Online auctions since 2009. This PlayStation 5 sold for only 50 cents. This iPad Pro sold for less than $34. And this Nintendo Switch sold for less than $20.
I got this KitchenAid stand mixer for only $56.
I got this barbecue smoker for $26.
And shipping is always free.
Go to DealDash.com right now and see how much you can save.
Don't miss a Serie A showdown. Udinese host Atalanta Saturday morning, 9 Eastern. It's the pinnacle of Italian soccer on CBS Sports Network and stream every match live on Paramount+. We told you Drake's beaten the Braves 4 straight times. That includes last year Arch Madness in St. Louis. Drake, the number 2 seed, Bradley, the 3 seed, met in the tournament semifinals. Acton Wright led the Bulldogs with 20. Connor Hickman for Bradley, 21 points, led all scores. 4 seconds left. Hickman missed. Drake defeated Bradley 72-67 to win their second straight Arch Madness championship en route to the NCAA tournament for Darren DeVries, as we mentioned, now in Morgantown. Brand new start in Iowa State Capital in Des Moines with Ben McCullough, and this guy, Bennett Sturch, has been an incredible story. We talked to Bennett pregame and said, you know, you're leading the nation in minutes per game. He's like, I didn't know that. I had no idea.
I mean, over half of his games, he's played the entirety of the game. I mean, wow, somebody that just has great stamina. And I think the reason why he's able to play such high minutes is he plays with such a cool, calm, and collected pace. You can't speed him up. Kind of has a relaxed feel. There's a calmness that he gives to his team. He's had a great start to the year. Truly one of the best players at the mid-major ranks.
2 free throws, Atlason out of the break. And now to the bench with 5 points for Bradley. No field goal attempts. Sturch just the 1 free throw so far. Numbers miserable for the Bulldogs to this point. Maybe it changes here. Deep 3. Miss Mascari, the 3-point ace. Ferguson, nice recovery. Best player in the court has been Banks so far. Scrapping baseline. Comes away to Zeke Montgomery. Duke Dean, Darius Hannah, texting him on social media. Last year when he's Rhode Island in the A-10, he's bumped there by Banks near the half-court line. And Zeke Montgomery came back from Kingston, Rhode Island, back to Bradley, where he'd been a star here. Welcome with open arms by the Bradley staff, and especially the players. That family atmosphere is something Zeke really has embraced.
It was funny talking to Duke Dean, too. He's said that, you know, they kept in touch while he was at Rhode Island. He said, bro, you coming back or not? We're running it back. We're trying to win the Missouri Valley. Come on, let's do this. And Montgomery answered the bell. Now they are the best team in the Valley thus far this season.
4-0 Valley play and preseason favorites to win the Missouri Valley Conference. It's impressive. Montgomery baseline, trying to beat the buzzer, does. But a miss. Rebound for Cale Combs. Off the bench for Drake, transfer from Wyoming. All right, to me, it's Sturt's time. Got to get him some looks, right?
Yeah, but I like the adjustments that Drake has made. They're kind of running more floppy with down screens to get some more off-ball movement to then get Sturts in the pick-and-roll action.
Howard on a bounce. The freshman off the bench had 13 last game for Drake. Good play down low. As Maniau, another Wyoming transfer from the Mountain West, has his first bucket. Juan Johnson, freshman. Nicknamed Bully. That's not a negative. It's positive because he's so tough and scrappy on the court.
Looks like a running back.
He's built. Just a freshman. Montgomery. 5 to shoot. Here's Johnson, the freshman. He'll drive. Blocked away. Maniau up high with a right-handed rejection, but we got 0.3 remaining on shot clock.
See it again there. Johnson trying to make something out of nothing, but ferocious block there by Maniau. It's different now without Duke Dean on the floor. Where are you going to get your offense? He provides so much playmaking out of those pick and rolls.
Quick tip try. Christian Davis, but it's off the target. And that means a shot clock violation for Bradley. So good half-court defense for Drake. Keep this a 7-point game. About halfway through our first half here. Showdown game tonight in the Valley. And on cue, Duke Dean returns for Brian Wardle.
Yeah, that last possession, they didn't play as close up on the ball screen on Johnson. I thought Johnson could have attacked a little bit more instead of stringing it out looking to pass.
Guys leading score. Bennett Sturts drives the basket this time. Lost the handle on the way up. It's out of bounds and not stripped by a Brave. Right back to Bradley. Dave Trey, our entire crew here in Peoria. Carver Arena. On the banks of the Illinois River tonight. Big Missouri Valley Conference showdown on CBS Sports Network. Drake started the year 12-0. They were ARVs last week, then lost 2 straight, so not ranked, but still a great season so far. Now the question is, can they get things going in the right direction and stop a 2-game losing streak? Thomas for Dean. Mascari hassles him. Mascari has the steal. Combs for Sturtz. Layup for Howard. Trails nicely. The freshman who had 13 points, 6 boards, 3 steals in that breakout game, 6 of 8 shooting. Head-to-head with Murray State on Saturday. There's Dean, there's the 3. For the Valley's leader in 3-point field goals this year.
And Coach McCollum is not happy with Manyao. You have to be at the level of screen when Duke Dean is coming off of pick and rolls and drag screen, so he was caught underneath a little bit. Duke Dean made him pay.
National leader, 3s made. Bradley 4 of 5 from deep. Howard thinking 3, that barely grazed the rim. Rebound for Demarion Burks, sophomore. He's 17 of 19 this year for the free throw line. Lefty has been really good off the bench for Brian Wardle. This is a deep team. Drake maybe goes 8 deep. Bradley can play 10 or 11 in a game. Here's Birch. Staggers through traffic, was bumped on the way to the basket.
You're guarding Duke Dean. You have to be at the level of the screen. On that one, Manyao backpedaled a little bit as Duke Dean was coming off. You have to be at the level because here's the thing. Duke Dean has only made 3 layups on the season. So you have to anticipate that he's coming to shoot. And if he drives by you, then you can probably beat it up off the glass because he's only 5'8".
Big stats head-to-head with Drake in his career. 48 threes on the season. 5th in the Valley in scoring, 15.1 per game for Duke Dean. Entering play tonight. Good hustle down low by Isaiah Howard. Scrappy in the paint. And Mascari pumped up. They've got a takeaway for the Bulldogs. Sturtz about 6'5", tall point guard, runs the show for Ben McCollum. Off ball, lob, Ferguson, big hammer. Had a great feed from Howard. Made Ferguson's first bucket.
And that was all set up by the cut from the corner on the weak side, which drew the help away.
Thomas at the end, gathers and hits. Duke Dean has just reached 300 career assists at Bradley. They play 1 year of junior college. They play in the Sun Belt at Troy for 1 year. Was the Sun Belt Freshman of the Year. Combs in traffic, tough shot. Able to get that away over Thomas just in time.
Good job of Ferguson being at the level of the screen there.
Allison has returned. From Iceland, driving down low is fouled. Timeout in Peoria.
Defense is the calling card of this Drake team, and it starts with Howard, the freshman, making the hustle plays. And on the other end, that deliberate offense, great spacing, Ferguson with the finish.
A Chewy pharmacy order is on the way for Summit, who loves fresh air. Like, loves fresh air. But fresh air is full of stuff. Fleas, ticks, allergens. So her parents use Chewy for all her prescriptions. Fast delivery means they never miss a dose. And great prices mean more funds for more fun. For quality meds and great prices, for life with pets, there's Chewy.
If your family's anything like mine, every day brings in dirt and messes. Sit back, relax, and leave the deep cleaning to the pros.
Feel the power of Osteo Biflex. Taken every day, it's clinically shown to improve joint comfort in 7 days with significant improvement over time.
Okay, I'll only be gone a couple days, Rumi.
Yay.
I put all the important contact info on the fridge.
That's all USAA.
So you can enjoy that sweet, sweet USAA service while I'm gone.
I know how to get in touch with USAA. I can file a claim or chat right in the app.
Good idea. I should add that.
USAA, auto, home, life, and bank.
4 or 5 from 3 for Bradley, 1 from Duke Dean. The preseason Missouri Valley Conference Player of the Year is 48th 3 of the season to lead the Valley. from shooting beyond the arc, but not just a great shooter from outside. This guy's a great athlete. As he told us today, the vert, look at that, way above the rim. Now, 5'8" is a stretch. They say he's 5'8" on a good day, more like 5'7". The vert is 43.
That's incredible. I mean, that almost doesn't even look real. And, I mean, Duke Dean has just kind of been the heart and soul of this team for the past 2 seasons. And starting off today, has 4 assists, has done a really good job on pick and rolls, stringing out the defense, drawing 2 to him because he's such a dangerous three-point shooter, and he's able to hit the short roll or the weak side, and guys have been making plays.
Given name is Cody. His dad thought his coaches when he was younger were calling him Dude. And it turns out it was Duke. I think either really cool, right? Cody's great. Dude is good. Duke is good. Best. Duke is best.
I think Duke is better.
7 to shoot here for Duke, right on cue. Davis, 2 to shoot. Step back. Over Sturts, got a piece of it. Grabbed there by Tavion Banks. A defensive stop again for Drake, getting right back in the game with a half-court D. They're more comfortable, it appears now, in their offensive sets with what they're running as well.
Yep. Getting a lot more movement, starting it off with an Iverson cut.
Here's Ferguson, good off-ball cut. Banks is there again. He's had a tremendous first half, half a dozen for Tavion Banks. A junior transfer for Drake. Bulldogs to within 4. Here's Zeke Montgomery trying to respond with a 5th 3 of the first half for Bradley. Offensive glass, Cale Combs. Drake 5 for his last 6 after a 1-break start from the field. Ferguson loose, couldn't finish. Thought there was some basket interference, but no call from the officials. Here's Dean. So we'll make it 1 for the last, or 1 for 8 start. And now 5 of 7. Drake shooting much better. Hannah harassed on the baseline, out of bounds. Right back to Drake.
See his last play again. They're doing a really good job of getting good off-ball movement before Sturts gets into a pick and roll. And this, you bring over help. A good job there of Banks cleaning it up. I really like the adjustment that Coach McCollum has made to start with that Iverson cut just like that right there. A little show and go. There's so many options that you can have out of that. You get the Iverson cut, you can go, you can get the ball back into Sturts' hands because Bradley's in that hard hedge coverage. It really compromises that weak side. It makes Bradley work.
1-score game, good overplay again. Now Scary's been outstanding on the defensive end for the Bulldogs here in the first half.
That's modern basketball now, where it's kind of almost read and react. If you find a set that you like, you can run and have so many different options out of the same set. They've scored now probably 8 to 10 points out of that set that starts with the double cross screen.
Quan Johnson has returned. 4.5 points a game for the freshman from Milwaukee, one of 3 Milwaukee natives on this Bradley roster. Ryan Ward will play that Marquette for Tom Crean.
They're going to run it again. You're going to see a guard come across. And then it's going to be a pick and roll, and then it's going to be Sturts if they don't have anything.
Why not go back to it, right? Been successful. Banks. The back end. On Hannah. Banks with a left, can't finish, but there is another foul. Goes right back to the free throw line, where Drake is 5 of 6 so far from the stripe in the first half.
And I like the decision that Sturts made. He could have easily utilized the pick and roll, as the play always kind of comes back to him. But he wanted to switch it up, give Bradley a little bit of a different look, and decided to feed Banks in the post and let him play one-on-one.
Connor Lenke, 5th-year forward. Some early minutes against Missouri State here on Saturday. First time for Brian Wardle on the hardwood here for the Braves tonight. And Banks hits another. All tied up. No response.
That's just a mental lapse from Drake. Guys on the defensive end didn't know who they're covering. Duke Deep was open first. Everybody went to him, and then Christian Davis is wide open. That's a 50% three-point shooter.
Easy for Davis. Banks and Montgomery again. The ISO. Freshman and Howard drives in, hangs and hits.
How about the confidence that he's playing with? 13 points in their last game, his best game of the year, and only scored 12 points. And look at that, another defensive effort from the freshman.
Isaiah Howard, the freshman from Plattsburgh, Missouri, was 4 of 14 on the season before the breakout game on Saturday. That was against Murray State. Lots of threes raining tonight here in Peoria.
It's a team almost too good to be true.
You guys ain't ready for us.
Kick your game day off right as the Tops team tackles all the biggest headlines around the league.
Who's got two thumbs and loves this next segment?
Sunday mornings on CBS Sports Network.
Oh, that's very,
Right?
This store doesn't have agent force, so an AI agent didn't tip off the stylist as to what I might actually wear.
Yes.
Ooh, that's a commitment. Hey, bud, what do you think?
You know, people can see you out here.
Yeah, right. Love you too.
Agent Force helps retailers prevent fashion fails. It's what AI was meant to be.
Now that we have a completely new Homes.com, we're gonna lock the doors and stay late until we find that name that's synonymous with shopping for homes.
Here's a wild idea. Homes.com.
We're gonna go with Homes.com. We're gonna keep it. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
Some people just know they can save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first.
Who's ready for my famous charred duck?
Like, you know, to check the mascot first before bringing food to a tailgate. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
Nobody sees me coming. I think she's trying to flirt with you.
Matlock returns new CBS Thursday, January 30th, and streaming on Paramount+.
Bradley preseason pick, Missouri Valley Conference poll. The only undefeated team in league play entering play tonight at 4-0. And a Valley best 5-game win streak. Great defending champs. We talked about Darren DeBreeze, took Tucker with him. Two-time Larry Bird Award winner for Player of the Year in the Valley to Morgantown. Bradley has delivered. This is a deep team, talented team.
Yeah, I mean, they shoot the lights out of it. I mean, you look at these numbers right here, 7-0 when they shoot 43% or more from the three-point line. They have 6 guys who shoot over 40%. Christian Davis, who just knocked down a 3, is second in the Valley in three-point shooting. So tough to cover when you have so many guys that can space the floor.
5 for 9, partner, tonight from beyond the arc. National League in three-point shooting, 43%. 5th best in league history. 166 threes made. Been outstanding from beyond the arc. Mascari. Howard again with a left. Can't get a roll this time, the freshman. Providing such a burst for Drake in the last 2 games. Johnson for Hannah. Double team comes. Freshman. Handles here for Bradley. Davis is fouled. They run tied the game for Drake at 22. Coming up on AT&T at the half, we head back to our New York studio. Adam Zucker, Chris Walker, Isis Young, Gary Parrish. Just caught up on all the latest action around college basketball tonight. Stay with us at the break for AT&T at the half. How about Tennessee? Top-ranked Vols. First loss of the year last night to Florida in the SEC. Alabama, South Carolina tonight. UConn, Nova in the Big East. A&M, Oklahoma. Some big games coming up tonight. Guys in the studio, get you updated on what's happening.
And how about the SEC this year? Everybody thinks it's a football conference, but basketball has been top tier this year.
Pretty good basketball as well. Ferguson handles top of the key. Watched by Hannah. Here's Howard. Gets a good screen. Barnes way long on a three. That's out of bounds. Drake 1 for 6 from beyond the arc tonight. About the only thing Tavion Barnes has not done well. Banks has not done well so far.
Yeah, Banks is 1 of 10 on the year from 3. If that's Bradley, that's exactly the shot you want.
Linky has returned for Bradley. Great move for Darius Hannah, 5th-year forward. 12.5 points a game for him.
And I like that. Get a quick set. Drake has really been disrupted defensively, especially on dribble penetrations. Get that ball into the post and let your big man go to work.
Hannah, first double-figure scorer of the game tonight. He's got 10. Sturt still no field goals. Nice roll, Ferguson to the basket for the easy hammer. Nate Ferguson for 2. And a look from Sturts. Dean up top. Davis. Mascari checks him. Mascari in the half court's been outstanding. Causes another turnover. The analytics have been off the charts for him defensively in the first half. Here's Sturts through traffic onto the basket and back to the free throw line for Drake.
See it again. This is just a no-look pass. No help side there. It was Dylan that was supposed to be there on the weak side, number 2. You have to be at the charge circle. When Sturts comes off that thing, he can create for himself. He can hit the roller and he can throw the weak side pass. Just such a tough cover. And then on that last possession, because he made such a good dime, Sturts was able to get to the painted area. Hannah was a little bit more reluctant to bring so much help on that pick and roll coverage.
18.3 points a game to lead the Valley. No field goal attempts tonight. 1 of 2 from the free throw line that trip. Dad Roger, Hall of Fame coach from Liberty, Missouri, watching closely here. A lot of games together. Basketball junkie, Roger tells us about Bennett. Loves the game. And what an incredible impact he's had going from D2 to D1. Hannah continues a huge first half for Bradley. Give him a dozen.
You know what I love about that, too? After he hits it, he kind of shakes his head a little bit like, man, you better go send me a double team because it's going to be barbecue chicken here on this block.
5 for 7 shooting for Hannah first half here for Bradley. Less than a minute left in the opening half from Peoria. Sturts operates 7 to shoot. Combs over Dylan with a left. Nice finish. Cale Combs.
John Combs playing off of 2 feet there. Didn't look like he had much. The reverse back over that right shoulder. Was able to get the finish.
And he's 3 for 3 from the field for 6 points. Timeout. 32.2 to go. Opening half from Carver Arena.
When you're the leader, disaster cleanup and restoration, how do you make like it never even happened happen? Fire it up, Randy! By being prepared for anything! Whatever comes your way, there's a pro for that.
Serve Pro, like it never even happened.
4 start for Bradley in Valley play, including 2 overtime wins, 2 OT victory over Valpo and Indiana State as well. 10-0 when leading the half, 3-2 when trailing, so want to hang on here. Timeout, just over half a minute, Trey, remaining in the first half. What does Brian Wardle want to see here?
I think you got to get Hannah back on that block, get him on the left block so that he can shoot over that right shoulder again. I would imagine probably a cross screen, or if not, get Duke Dean in a high ball screen situation.
And 131st career game at Bradley, 68 starts. These days, in the portal era, that's rare. The mainstay here, Atlas and 4 to shoot. Lost the handle again. Guess who? Mascari again. His defense has been lights out. Well, the film session is going to be good for number 22 and Blow here. Those are good synergy analytics. Cause turnovers. Here's Banks, 5 seconds. Ferguson on a bounce, back to Banks, hits the reverse layup at the end of the first half for Drake. And what a finish for the Bulldogs after a tough start. Ben McCollum is pumped. Excited on the Drake sideline for good reason.
Yeah, you love to see that energy from your coach. Great adjustments offensively for Drake. We have a great game here in Bradley.
Kaboom, the mascot in Peoria, got us going. Great atmosphere tonight, all time. Game of the year in the Valley on CBS Sports Network. AT&T at the half is next.
Since 1907, we've been one Valley, united institutions with common goals, breaking down barriers and building up communities, and nurturing the next generation of leaders who care about more than just wins. MVC student athletes are leaving a lasting impact in the places they call home by sharing diverse perspectives and fostering a climate of unity for future Valley pioneers. We are one Valley.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, people like Geico because it's just easy. Bundling, for example. You've got car insurance here and home insurance here. Why not? Zoop, put them together. Save even more. Some things are better together, aren't they? Like, tea and crumpets. You wouldn't bundle just anything. Like, say, a porcupine in a balloon factory. No, that'd be a mess. I mean, for starters, porcupines are famously no good in a team setting.
Geico. Save even more when you bundle home and car insurance.
We're better together because I can talk about any subject with you.
We laugh so much together.
They are my sisters. They celebrate my wins with me.
You make me a stronger woman, a stronger friend, and a stronger sister.
That's why we are better together.
This is the story of the one. The one knows the unexpected can put everything on the line. But with a teammate like Granger, she's confident that she will always win the day. Call, click, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
I got this KitchenAid stand mixer for only $56.
DealDash.com. Online auctions since 2009. This PlayStation 5 sold for only 50 cents. This iPad Pro sold for less than $34. Go to DealDash.com and see how much you can save.
Hey, should I convert my IRA to a Roth? You're asking the wrong guy.
You should ask around online. That's what I do.
You know, financial advice should come from a vetted fiduciary financial advisor who understands your personal financial needs.
Makes sense.
Take the free advisor match quiz on smartasset.com to find one who can answer your questions and help you achieve your retirement goals.
No, push it. That's one intelligent donkey.
You mean a smart ass?
Get started now at smartasset.com.
This is AT&T at the half. Connecting changes everything.
All right, we are at the half of Drake and Bradley. Adam Zucker here, joined by Ice Young, Chris Walker, CBS insider Gary Parrish. Thoughts on the first half? I believe the game plan was hit some threes for Bradley.
Yeah, I mean, they've done that, but a credit to Drake. I loved how they bounced back kind of in the second half of that first half, so to speak, and it was really the bench. 22 points off the bench in the first half. That's a huge boost for anyone. On the other side for Bradley, though, it's the three-point shooting. You have to guard the arc against these guys. 5 of 9. And the reason they shoot such a high percentage and lead Division I is because they get catch-and-shoot shots in rhythm. 2 on the ball, hit the open shooter. They can catch it in rhythm and knock it down. Another one here, make the click pass to the corner, force the defense to really stretch. So they're doing a good job at getting high percentage looks from 3.
And Darius Hannah leading the way with 12 points for them so far. 2 other Missouri Valley games currently in action, including Murray State at Northern Iowa and Southern Illinois at Belmont. Right now, Murray State up 6 on the road. Belmont not looking to be Southern Illinois' first conference conquest. Let's get to ranked action now. SEC, 6 teams in the top 10, including Alabama, visiting South Carolina. GP Mark Sears started 5 for 5 from the field.
He's the preseason CBS Sports National Player of the Year, and he looks the part in this first half. Another 3 there. He was 6 of 7 from the field in the first 20 minutes, 16 points. Here's Grant Nelson finding Mohamed Diabate, big-time dunk. Alabama shot 60% from the field in the first half. This is why Grant Nelson, Crimson Tide up 45-28 on the road at the break.
Yeah, on pace for 90 on the road. Eric Dixon and Villanova hosting Danny Hurley and the defending national champs, looking to keep their winning streak going. Jalen Stewart and the Huskies up early, Seawalk.
Yeah, but you know what? They're playing at the fin, Zook. You see that? Tyler Perkins driving and kicking to the corner 3 to Wooga Poplar. Now they're starting to cook. Give it to that guy, ED, the best player. I'm going to say it, GP. He might be the best player in the country. Here he is. Put him in a spin cycle. Come on. We're looking good right now, Zook. I got my V's up.
Yeah, you always do. Up 3 right now. Indiana with a 12-game winning streak on the line. USC visiting St. Thomas, muscling through. Trojans up early, Ice.
Yeah, you see Chibuzo Abo here. Nice jump shot on the left elbow. Trojans up 8. And then St. Thomas here with the pump fake. Get the defender in the air and finishes. And then Agbo off the great ball movement. Next extra pass knocks down the 3. Trojans up. Oh, tie game.
Yeah, I was going to say, Indiana made a quick push at the end of the half. Got me there, too. We are here at the half between Drake and Bradley. Also tied up as well in our game from Peoria, Nate Ferguson. He had 4 in the first half. Tavion Banks leading Drake with 10 as we continue after this.
Today, we celebrate 2 finalists from the LG Life's Good Coaches Award to have a transparent conversation about mental health. David, you're a men's golf coach. Yaz, you're a women's rowing coach. But there's a commonality here with the way you two prioritize mental health around coaching.
We're preparing people for life. We have to be the voice of possibility. We're trying to teach them about fortitude every day.
This game will test your fortitude.
How about that? Golf is really a lot like life. It's how you handle the obstacles. Can you go over them instead of around them?
What do you focus on when you think about the mental health of your athletes?
Making sure that they understand doing their best is winning. Think about what you can do. You have to be optimistic about it.
It's got to be positive. It's about how well we support and elevate one another.
The huge part for us comes in being a good teammate.
Winning is fun, but the best races are the ones where you know that you stuck together and you supported each other for every stroke of the way.
Very good. Perfection is something that you're always chasing.
It's not always going to be perfect.
The thing I'm always telling my team is they're going to find themselves in a bunker, whether it's in golf or in life. And it's how you handle that situation that counts the most.
Get in the hole!
Having fun is a key ingredient. We're heading to the rowing course next, right? Drive with your legs, then you swing.
Come on, drive with those legs. As coaches, what makes life good?
Helping your team, your student athletes achieve their dreams.
Helping them find joy in what we do every day and the magic that we get to create just by being together.
There is something that we want you to see. Trust me, it's going to be great.
Dad, I know you think you're just a finalist, but... Congratulations, you are!
Wow. I don't really know what to say.
Really blown away.
The 2 of you champion optimism and positivity and really exemplify everything we want this award to stand for. Congratulations.
CBS Sports is proud to highlight the work LG is doing. We look forward to celebrating 2 new coaches each year.
Want to be an engineer, a game designer, a future CEO, or maybe just figure it out as you go? At Bradley, we've got you covered. Hands-on learning? Check. Career connections? Double check. Lifelong friends? Triple check. At BU, you can find the right fit and become whoever you want to be. Be authentic. Be brave. Be curious. And whatever you do, be you. Bradley University. Apply today.
All right, game 2 of our doubleheader tonight features a Summit League showdown between Kansas City and Omaha, tipping off at 9 Eastern. The Roos have won 6 straight overall and their last 2 when visiting Omaha. Looking to make it a kangaroo court, if you know what I'm saying, BJ. All right, 23rd ranked Ole Miss visiting John Calipari in Arkansas right now. Meanwhile, in the SEC, And, Coach Cal did not enjoy the opener against Tennessee. John L. Davis, former Florida Atlantic hero, and the Razorbacks up early on Ole Miss ice, looking to keep it going.
Yeah, Boogie gets down the lane and finishes. Razorbacks went up 8 there. And then Malik Dia, watch out.
Wow.
Slams. That was assertive. My goodness. Rebels tied it up there. And then Boogie goes back to work with the floater. Oh, love a nice teardrop through traffic.
You got one. All right, meanwhile, no fans at VCU's home game against Fordham. The Siegel Center does not have running water, all related to issues in the city of Richmond. And for VCU, obviously, it's a greater concern around campus, but also a basketball disadvantage for how they sell that place out. Max Shulga does have 7 so far, and they lead Fordham. Rams versus Rams, a 1-point game at the half there. Elsewhere later, the only top 25 showdown tonight, 10th-ranked Texas A&M without leading scorer Wade Taylor heading to Norman to face the 17th-ranked Sooners. GP, your expectations considering the absence?
Well, every road game in the SEC outside of the road game at South Carolina qualifies as quadrant 1 right now. In other words, they're all tough. You never want to be on the road without your leading scorer, your best guard. But A&M is going to have to be tonight. That's tough.
All right, I'll be watching that one. And in the Big 12, 11th-ranked Kansas hosting Arizona State later tonight. Bobby Hurley, 2-0 all-time against the Jayhawks. John Rothstein, our buddy, reminding me of that. But they're still without Josen Sannon in his 13.5 per game. Ice, your take here.
Yeah, ASU has been a little up and down starting Big 12 play. They lost the first game to BYU by 20 and then won their last game against Colorado by 20. This will be a good measuring stick for them, but it is on the road at Kansas. That's tough.
Yeah, it is. Over in the Big 10, meanwhile, 13th-ranked Illinois looking to win their 5th in a row. This is a dangerous-looking team. Penn State coming to town. Seawalk, what are you looking for in this one?
Penn State's going to have to shoot the ball a little bit better than they did against Indiana in the Palestra at 14%. I'll tell you what, this Illinois team is unbelievable. Brad Underwood, a tremendous job. They just swept the Pacific Northwest. They had to make that run the first time in the Big 10. It's going to be really hard for Penn State to win this game. Anything's possible. Yakachunas, that freshman, could be the freshman of the year.
All right, there you go. And out west, 18th-ranked Gonzaga hosting San Diego. Bulldogs 3-0 in conference play. What's the final report card on their non-conference? They did have the tough loss against UCLA a couple weeks ago, Gary, but they also had some marquee wins.
They missed some opportunities, though, Zook, and because they don't play in the SEC or the Big Ten, they're not going to get too many in the West Coast Conference. My prediction for the Zags, they'll win the WCC, no problem, but they're not going to have a lot of quality wins on Selection Sunday. The committee could punish them for that.
All right, they'll be there.
They'll be there.
They'll be there. And we'll be here.
Yes.
Enjoy the second half of our game from Peoria. We'll see you after game 2 of our doubleheader.
Thank you for watching AT&T at the Half.
A Chewy order is on the way for Radar, who hears everything. And that sound means Chewy is en route. Ear wipes, kibble, squeaky lamb.
It's almost Chewy time.
Chewy.
And that's Echo,
Chewy.
whose favorite seed is also on the way. At prices Mom loves. Because 2 pets means twice the savings. For low prices and fast shipping, for life with pets, there's Chewy.
I got this $1,000 camera for only $41 on DealDash.
DealDash.com. Online auctions since 2009. This PlayStation 5 sold for only 50 cents. This iPad Pro sold for less than $34. And this Nintendo Switch sold for less than $20.
I got this KitchenAid stand mixer for only $56.
I got this barbecue smoker for 26 bucks.
And shipping is always free.
Go to DealDash.com right now and see how much you can save.
We all know that we'll eventually need a will. Eventually. How about right now? Trust and Will has taken the process of creating your will and made it easy, like while you're lounging on the couch, easy. Trust and Will is designed by attorneys, but customized by you, one question at a time. All documents are state-specific, legally valid, and start at just $199. That's not a typo. Find the plan that's right for you at trustandwill.com.
At Grainger, we know the ones who get it done wear a lot of hats. That's why we're always here for you with professional-grade products and the knowledge to help answer tough product questions. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Those 26 miles in the rain?
Yeah.
FrameBridge can frame that with custom framing made easy. Whether it's a pick or a Picasso, FrameBridge will frame it with the highest quality materials. Millions of custom frames and counting. Get started today at framebridge.com.
Riley's 5-game win streak being tested by Drake tonight in the Valley. Tied 31-31. Welcome back, Dave and Trey with you. So Bradley, national leader, partner in threes made heading into the game here tonight. Hit 5 threes, shot 59% from the field, and still it's a tie game. How did Drake get back in the game in the first half?
Well, I think defense is Drake's calling card, and they forced 9 turnovers, and a lot of those were live ball turnovers. So that allowed Drake to get out in transition and get some easy ones. And when you get back to your identity on the defensive end, it gives you confidence offensively.
Darius Hannah, great first half. Certainly for Bradley, double figures, one of 2 double-figure scores in the game. He was awesome, 12 points, 5 of 7, shooting in a big factor for Bradley.
Yeah, I mean, Hannah is an inside-outside threat, can hit the 3 ball, has already hit 2 threes. He's a guy that can finish around the rim, stronger than he looks, has a slight frame, but really takes contact well. 12 points early on, 5 of 7 from the field. And then you look at these first half stats. Drake only shooting 1 of 6 from 3, but out-rebounding Bradley. And then how about the points in the paint for Drake? 12 to 20, leading the Bradley Braves. Really good job of the Bulldogs controlling the painted area.
22-14 game for Bradley, 7 of 11. They're shooting from the field. Bradley in that stretch, 3 of 6 from the field with 4 turnovers to get back in the game. Bennett Sturts, no field goal attempts first half. 2 points, both by a free throw, leading the Valley in scoring, entering play tonight, but did have 3 assists, did have 1 steal, played the entire first half, partner, facilitated well in the half-court offense.
Yeah, he's not going to force anything. He's going to take what the defense gives him. Bradley's done a really good job of playing 2 on him, especially in those pick and rolls. So we'll see if he's a little bit more aggressive here in the second half.
Dean lost the handle. Taken right back by Abreu. Drake with a good start defensively in the second half. Big key Ben McComb told us about today after the shoot-around for Drake. Lockdown, half-court defense. Been a big factor. Combs, little stop and go for Sturts. Maybe his first field goal attempt comes here tonight. The leaning on Davis. He will go back to the free throw line. To shoot 3 free throws here for the Bulldogs.
It's also another thing as we see the replay here. Good job. A little bit of a dead dribble where you stop quickly with that left foot at the same time as putting the ball down with your left hand. And able to get Davis up in the air to draw the foul. But in the first half, Bradley only had 5 fouls, but it led to 10 free throws. And that was one of the things, talking to Coach Warda before the game, was being able to limit the fouls and limit Drake on the free throw line.
2 misses for Sturts. 2 for 6 from the line. Missed 3. That's shocking. The leading scorer in the Valley comes up empty with 3 free throw attempts to begin the second half for Drake. Marion Birch quickly on the court. Second half here. Second possession for Brian Wardle. And Bradley lost it out of bounds. It was tipped by Drake. Coach told us today after the Bradley shooting around, every game is a new season in the Valley. There are no sure things. Parity, balance this year, unlike anything he's ever seen. A big test here tonight against Drake. Overplay again at the half court. Boy, the defense has been rock solid. Ferguson the steal. And Sturts and company operate here in the half court offensively for Drake. Fans on their feet. Ferguson, off ball cut, foul on the way up. Hit there by Thomas. And Nate Ferguson to the free throw line to shoot 2.
That said, it's just so hard to cover. We saw it in the first half because there's so much off-ball movement, and then you have Sturts coming off a handoff. And he does such a great job of changing speeds, making that weak side a little bit hesitant to come over. Able to find Ferguson for that pocket pass.
We have 2 returners for Drake from last year's championship team in the Valley. Redshirt senior, Lamont, Illinois. 109th career game. Only averaging 3 points in his career, but gets a couple free throws. And really solid tonight off the Bulldog bench. He's got 6. And a good start for Drake in the second half. And a 5 for 7 shooting. First half, Birch hangs and hits off the Bradley bench. First field goal of the night for Demarion Birch.
I think as the season progresses, he's a guy that could be a little bit more aggressive too, offensively.
Sturts pass behind Combs. Regained though by Abreu. 2 minutes in the second half here in Peoria. Mascari, 3-point threat, 7 to shoot. Here's Sturts the junior. D2 transfer slips. Ferguson gathers. Can't hit from short range. That's out of bounds.
That was a good job of Sturts. He was a little bit off balance on that drive. Ferguson, with great spacing, playing in that dunker spot in that short corner area, just wasn't able to finish through contact.
Duke Dean told us today after the Bradley shoot-around, good for us to beat Missouri State by 9 in the 60s a couple nights back. Right to the basket. Missed there. Montgomery can't finish. Another grinded out type rock fight game here tonight. But the feeling goes right down to the wire between these two rivals in the Valley.
That's one of the things about Drake. They will not take bad shots. They're going to run that offense.
His Ferguson partner has been the target of so many Sturts passes. Off-ball cuts, fabulous for Nate Ferguson, right back to the free throw line for the Bulldogs.
Well, why it's so hard to cover is because you can't see it on the screen there, but there's weak side action on the back side of the play. So there's a little bit of confusion in whose help that's supposed to be underneath the basket. So Sturts is coming off that thing. Bradley's trying to figure it out. He's just so skilled offensively. He's able to find them.
80.6% from the free throw line for the season for Ferguson, but another miss. And Drake has missed 6 free throws tonight. 11 of 17 from the line as a team. And a lead for the Bulldogs here for Bradley. Back and forth game after a great start tonight for the Braves. Drake looked lost offensively. They've really settled down since with a 10-minute mark of the first half. Here's Zeke Montgomery. He hangs. He hits.
Now they're going to send help side on Hannah's post-ups because he was so hot in that first half. Great job of Montgomery playing off the catch on the closeout, not settling for the 3, getting downhill, finishing with the floater.
Team's second leading scorer, 12th best in the Valley entering play tonight. Almost 14 a game. Sturts' first field goal attempt of the game is blocked by Hannah. Up high with the left for the rejection, then runs the court, looks for the hammer finish. Broken up by Bennett Sturts. Good recovery in transition.
Yeah, they're going to send that help now. Howard digging. And then Montgomery just doing a good job. Quick drive to the basket. Help side's not able to get there. And then the floater over the big man.
Montgomery, the 15th and final player on the roster when he got here to Peoria back in class of 2021. Part of the 23 regular season Valley champ Bradley team, then went to Rhodey in the A-10. Good numbers there. Back to Peoria for his senior year. I'll bring you a piece of that.
Oh, that was off of Montgomery's hand. That was good acting there by Montgomery.
Ben McCollum certainly thinks so.
I saw it right here. It definitely was.
A break for Bradley. Trey Dem saw it. 3 to shoot. Atlason up top. 3, everything to go down. Contact down low, a foul. That's called on Demarion Birch, battling for position. Picks up his first for Bradley. This game has shifted totally.
Yeah, I mean, the pace favors Drake so much. I mean, it's amazing how they kind of force you to play at their tempo as we see Sturts catching a quick breather here. It's a good shot by Atlason, just rimmed in and out off the pick and pop. One thing about this Drake Bulldog team is they are going to fight, grind, they're going to get on the floor and make those extra plays on both ends of the floor.
Sturts, national leader, 38.1 minutes a game. First time he's been out tonight for Drake. Combs handles, 50 to shoot here for the Bulldogs. And take the lead back. The game has flowed exactly to their pace. Here's Combs. Birch, nice steal, good rotation. Marion Birch, sophomore from Milwaukee. Duke team's been really quiet tonight. Atlason from Iceland had it stolen again. A break of the strip. Howard runs, looks to jam, but can't get high enough. The freshman came up short. Mascari thinking three. Can't click from deep. Important miss for Drake. Duke Dean, can he make some noise here? Atlason, corner three ball way short. Mascari defensive glass for Drake.
And right on cue, Drake is going to walk that thing up the floor. They want a grinded out, scrappy game.
36 possessions tonight, 19 of which, partner, have been going to 10 or under on the shot clock for Drake. This is a slow it down team. That's why they played so well here after a tough start. Combs gets a nice roll and rattles it in.
Yeah, Combs coming off a game against Murray, had 9 minutes, 5 points, 3-4 from the line. So it's important to have him with a lot of confidence offensively.
Foul call on Drake. Combs great off the Bulldog bench. 4 for 4 from the field and 8 points. Bulldogs a 1-point lead on Bradley.
You can't see the over $400 billion we invested in our network, but you rely on it every day. You can't see the nearly 2.5 million connected businesses, but they fuel growth. And you can't see the interconnectivity of 28,000 public safety teams, but they protect us. You can't see it, but for 148 years, AT&T has proudly connected Americans.
Ball speed is very important to me. When you have more speed, you have more advantages.
Probably the most important thing is the spin.
With more spin comes more control.
Spin and control is my bread and butter.
When you have optimal spin control, you can do anything. That's always going to make you play better.
Oh, that's very,
Right?
This store doesn't have agent force, so an AI agent didn't tip off the stylist as to what I might actually wear.
Yes.
Ooh, that's a commitment.
Hey, bud. What do you think? You know, people can see you out here. Yeah, right. Love you too.
Agent Force helps retailers prevent fashion fails. It's what AI was meant to be. USAA for the military community and their families.
Cut. Sam, I really need to feel that USAA service. Gronkier.
Grunkier. USAA. You could be eligible if your spouse, parent, or even your grandparents served.
That was it. You're in.
As a veteran, I'm already in. You? I wouldn't get your hopes up, son. USAA. Are you eligible?
Ben McCollum certainly has brought the brick wall defense from Northwest Missouri State, where he won 4 Division II national championships, to Des Moines at Drake. Part of the AT&T Fast Analysis. 11 steals tonight. Bulldogs entering play, 8.79 thefts a game to lead the Valley.
And one of the things that they were working on in shoot-around was denying all entry passes, whether that was to the wing, we see there, denying the handoff, whether it's to the high post. They wanted to make Bradley uncomfortable. They just do such a great job of playing physical and aggressive without fouling on the defensive end.
Mascari's been the man. Team leader in steals with 3 tonight. 3 of the 11 for the team. Abreu 2, Howard 2. I thought it was interesting in speaking with Coach McCollum today. He said pretty much the X's and O's at D2, because the talent level is so balanced.
Yeah.
Might be even harder. The athletes are bigger, better, faster at Division I, but I'm taking my slow-down style, great half-court defense to Des Moines, and it's worked out really well.
Yeah, it has. I mean, they've built an identity here early, which is a lot different than the DeVries era at Drake. Was much more offensive-minded.
Can Bradley get it going here? Montgomery, challenged by Abreu, does earn a trip to the free throw line. And Braceau, good action run half-court for Brian Wardle off the timeout.
And I think that's something they can exploit a little bit more, is having Montgomery play on that left block. In their game, 2 games ago against Indiana State. He had a feast down there, multiple possessions, was able to get to his bag in the ISO at that left block, so you see him knock down the free throw. So it'll be interesting to see if Coach Wardle goes to that, especially with a team in Drake that has wings and Howard that are a little bit less experienced and guys coming from the D2 ranks.
First free throw trip of the game for Montgomery, 1 for 2, has 5 points tonight. And a breakout game against the Sycamores, 26 points. Overtime win for Bradley. And stay perfect tonight in the Valley. Not easy to do. Here's Birch. Double team, good defense to Brayu. 4 to shoot. Up top for Montgomery. A 3 is too strong. Isaiah Howard continues the great 2-game run. The freshman rips down an offensive rebound. Skies high for the board. Sturtz back on the court here for Drake.
I think Sturtz has to be ready to shoot that one. You got to get yourself going offensively.
He's not attempted a field goal tonight. Well, he's got 1 officially. 0 for 1. 2 points, that's it. Here's Abreu. Way off the glass first. Birch the rebound. Duke Dean get going. He's been really quiet tonight. 3 points, only 2 field goal attempts, 1 from deep. That's been it for Duke Dean. Johnson drives in on the baseline. Before the shot was the call from our officiating crew here today. And no bucket for Laquan Johnson.
It's one of the things I think Bradley has to exploit, baseline drives, because Drake is so good, as we see it again. Good job of refusing the screen, but a good foul there from Howard after being beat. They're so good at playing the gaps and being there early, and also doing a good job of closing out on dribble drives and getting steals, that I think you have to look to drive baseline where there's not as much help side defense.
Tavion Banks, lone double-figure scorer tonight for Drake back on the court here. And tremendous first half with 10 points. Connor Lanke, 5th-year forward. Some minutes here for Brian Wardle. Someone's got to step up here offensively. Maybe it's this guy. Superstar Duke Dean, preseason player of the year in the Valley. Short this time baseline. Rebound for Sturtz.
Here comes to Iverson to cut again for Howard.
Off the curl. Feed Ferguson broken up. Hannah saw that coming. Mascaria fake. Tries a 3, hits a 3 for the Drake Bulldogs. And a look at Duke Dean as well. Mascari pumped up. And the lead 3 for Drake. He's got 2 threes tonight. Transfer from Northwest Missouri State. Montgomery spins and answers.
And that's where he always wants to get back to, that left side. Doing a good job, getting to the left block, getting that leverage, going to his right, and then spinning left and using that size and strength to shoot over the top.
46 threes on the year, 2nd in the Valley now for Mascari. Got to come alive. Ferguson harassed a bit there by Dean, top of the key, under 10 to shoot. This is a commonplace for Drake. They operate so well, 10 seconds and under on the timer. Timeout.
It's been a slugfest, but a good job by Mascara, reloading for 3 off the loose ball. And then you have Bradley on the other end, Montgomery getting to his bag on that block. It's going to be a tight one here in Peoria.
I'm the guy sitting next to your girl on the kiss cam.
And this game just got a lot more interesting.
Sheila? Mom? And if you don't have the right home coverage, you might have to kiss your savings goodbye. Let's go, beat it. So get Allstate, save money, and be better protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me.
Bro!
At Harbor Freight, we do business differently from the other guys. We design and test our own tools and sell them directly to you. No middleman. No folks in suits telling us to raise prices for the heck of it. Just quality tools you can trust at prices you'll love. Every aisle, every day. That's how we like to do business anyway. Whatever you do, do it for less at Harbor Freight.
Nature's Bounty. Your bones are 4 times as strong as concrete. Nature's Bounty supplements your bone health with high-absorption magnesium. It's in your nature to stand strong. Nature's Bounty. It's in your nature.
Oof, stuck paying for that old phone? Don't be. You know, at Verizon, we'll pay off your phone. And you'll get iPhone 16 Pro on us. That's a value of up to $1,800, only on Verizon.
Tomorrow at 5 Eastern, we return to the hardwood for a triple header, starting with a Southern Conference showdown, UNC Greensboro and Chattanooga, followed by William & Mary hosting Elon in the Coastal. And cap tonight at 9 Eastern with a battle between Liberty and Sam Houston in Conference USA. Catch all the action right here on CBS Sports Network. 3 great games coming your way tomorrow night. More on Liberty and Sam Houston tomorrow, 9 Eastern. NCAA ranks outstanding in scoring margin. Looking forward to watching the Flames tomorrow night. You and I will be headed to Toledo.
Yep.
Friday night game action. Toledo, Central Michigan. Gonna be fun. It's awesome jumping conference to conference.
Yeah, it
Big
is.
12. I was in Morgantown Saturday, here tonight in the Valley for this huge showdown.
So much talent at the mid-major level. I mean, you know, everybody talks, you see Sturts in the 3, but there's a lot of teams that are competitive, that make runs in the NCAA tournament. So definitely worth watching here in January and February.
Sturts 0 for 2 from the field. 2 points tonight, both from the free throw line. It's out of bounds to the baseline. Bradley keeps it. So some big numbers for Bradley. And Sturts struggling offensively. His team still leads by 1. Why?
I mean, just because the deliberate tempo and style of Drake. I mean, it's their calling card. They feel comfortable playing this way. I know as a player myself, I hated games like this, especially as a scorer. You know, you almost kind of get lost in the game a little bit, start falling asleep. But this is how Drake likes to play.
Tavion Banks, the bump, second foul for the junior swingman for Drake. Here's Davis. 15 on the timer for Bradley. Montgomery trying to heat up. Looking good right in the paint.
And again, it's automatic. When that ball is in Montgomery's left hand, doing a good job being aggressive, coming off the pin down, it is money.
He's got 9. Lead 1 for Bradley. And a whistle before Howard can get to the basket and go for the hammer. Going to be on Laquan Johnson.
It's a simple baseline out of bounds play where Montgomery can come off of either side, off a down screen, doing a good job of coming off that thing to score. And actually, that was something that Drake really struggled against Murray State, guarding those pin downs. So we'll see if Bradley can kind of go to more of that.
Ben McCobb told us today, Montgomery's a problem. Inside, outside, all the time. And Zeke has delivered tonight. 6 on the timer for Banks. Had a great first half we talked about. Double figures. Tries a skip pass. Howard drives in. Can't get a roll. Banks the tip off the mark. Kick out Mascari thinking 3. Not this time. Banks the battle. Stick back foul. And Tavion Banks has been the man down low for Drake back to the free throw line.
This is a really good offensive rebounding team in Drake. The numbers don't show it because they don't play as many possessions, but their offensive rebounding rate is 37%. It's 24th in the country. Banks doing a good job of carving out space and drawing the foul.
One more free throw here. Brian Wardle told us he cannot foul in this game tonight. 11 personal fouls committed by his Braves so far. 9 for Drake. Bulldogs 11 of 17 from the line before the trip there for Tavion Banks. All tied at 40 in our Valley Showdown game tonight.
I like this. Get Hannah on the block and see what he's going to do.
Banks on the foul. That's his 3rd. Christian Davis 3 on the other side for Bradley so far.
I actually think that's a good foul because now Bradley has to reset offensively. Hannah's had a lot of success down there.
Davis needs help. Banks nearly the pick. Here's Duke Dean. And 10 points for him. Missouri State game here on Saturday. Held in check. 5 points against the Bears in that one. Foul trouble tonight. 3 for Howard, 3 for Davis. Banks just committed his third as well. 7 to shoot. Christian Davis from Montgomery. Howard all over him. Great defense for the freshman. Got a piece of the shot. Howard again playing with his hair on fire. Been tremendous for the Bulldogs. Coast to coast for 2 for the freshman. Case in point. Defense one end, layup on the other end. Bulldogs by 2. Montgomery the fake. Going right back up with a 3. Too strong. Who's got the rebound but Howard?
He just plays with so much energy and effort. I mean, you can feel his presence on the floor. Young man that has a bright future here at Drake.
6 points, 4 rebounds off the bench for Isaiah Howard tonight. Sturts feeding. Banks gathers, lays it in for 2.
And again, it's the spacing. Banks making the recognition there that Sturts is getting downhill. You get to that dunker spot, opens up so much more space for you.
13 for Banks. What a feed from Sturts. Howard getting it done. The freshman, 2 games in a row. Trey has been awesome.
Yeah, getting out in transition. Drake doesn't do this much, but being opportunistic. And then here's the last back. You see Banks with his back to the baseline, creating space, carving out the strong finish.
Meet Ron. Ron eats, sleeps, and breathes hoops.
Us? Not us.
And there's not a no-look pass, double-double, or buzzer beater he won't wax poetic on, ad nauseum. But oh, how he can nail a software solution like the best high-screen pick-and-roll you've ever seen. You need Ron. Ron needs a retirement plan. Work with Principal so we can help you help Ron with a retirement and benefits plan that's right for him. Let our expertise round out yours.
Come on, let's go. Get off your... Touchdown!
Woo! Mountain Dew! Together, we can save the planet from all those soulless, self-driving sleep pods everyone else keeps polluting our streets with!
Enjoy.
Stuffed crust, buttery garlic spread. Little Caesars really stepped it up with their stuffed crazy crust.
They really jazzed it up! Yeah!
They really plussed this crust up.
They really dolled it up.
Everyone out my house. How did y'all even get in here?
The housekeeper gave me a key.
Order stuffed crazy crust for $9.49 and get your game day delivered with Little Caesars.
Pizza, pizza.
Ben McCollum's Bulldogs lead by 4 after 15 years at Division II powerhouse Northwest Missouri State. The Bearcats won 4 national titles. 2017, 2019, 2021, 2022. 394 wins, was the D2 National Coach of the Year, 5 times the most ever in Division II history. League Coach of the Year, the Mid-America Intercollegiate Athletics Association, 9 times. And the 2024 Missouri Sports Hall of Fame inductee. 15 years, 394 wins. An incredible resume, and he told us today he needed the right fit. He said no to a lot of schools who wanted him at D1, but he was born in Iowa City, raised in Storm Lake, not far from Des Moines. He said, Drake was my school. It was time.
You want to look in the dictionary, a picture of success, you'll probably see Ben McCollum. I mean, you mentioned those stats. I mean, he's produced 6 All-Americans, 6 Conference Player of the Years, won 12 regular season titles. I mean, doesn't get much better than that as a coach.
Here's Dean trying to get going baseline way long. And Banks the defensive glass on the weak side for Drake. Up 4 and the ball here. 4 assists for Sturts. No field goals in the game. And his team is up. Make it 5 assists. Good feed. Banks 2 more. Continues the huge night. He's got 15. Half a dozen a lead now for Drake. What a look. Atlason trying to get going from three. Way off. And Bradley in a rut here. 5 of 14 from beyond the arc. They've not hit a three tray in the second half tonight.
They have to figure out an offensive set that they can go to. So they get high look opportunities.
Mascari wants another, has another for Drake. Ben McCollum in front of us pumps his fist. He's jacked up. Drake up by 9. Timeout, Brian Wardle. The Bulldogs a tough start. Since then, they have flipped the script in Peoria and lead by 9.
Oof, stuck paying for that old phone? Don't be. You know, at Verizon, we'll pay off your phone. And you'll get iPhone 16 Pro on us. That's a value of up to $1,800, only on Verizon.
Patients who have sensitive teeth but also want whiter teeth, they have to make a choice, one versus the other. Sensodyne Clinical White provides 2 shades whiter teeth as well as providing 24/7 sensitivity protection. Patients are going to love to see Sensodyne on the shelf.
A Chewy order is on the way for Rue, who can speak for himself but can't shop for himself. So when he gave his Rue of approval on the food Dad bought on Chewy, Dad put it on autoship. So it always gets delivered right on Rue's schedule. The flavor Rue loves, the savings they love. For automatic delivery and 5% savings, for life with pets, there's Chewy.
The season is underway with a touchback, and they'll take it from the 3rd. 4th and goal. Let's see if this gamble pays off.
Come on!
Here's the snap. The kick is up, and it's good. Steps up, fires, intercepted.
There's always next season.
4 out of 5 customers can find a health plan for $10 or less per month. New law, lower prices. Healthcare.gov is here for you.
10-0 run for Drake, 9-point lead. And the game of the year in the Valley tonight here from Peoria. Time now to get more with the Geico Play the Games. Isaiah Howard has been awesome tonight. 13 in the Murray State game over the weekend in Des Moines. A big factor, big energy tray off the bench for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, 6 points, 3 of 6, 4 rebounds, 2 steals. He's doing a little bit of everything. He's such a great athlete at that guard forward position. Good cutter, good rebounder, just a great complementary piece for this Drake Bulldog team.
In the 7 games prior to the breakout over the weekend against Murray State, had 7 total points. Then bust out for 13 against the Racers in that loss in Des Moines. 6 of 8 from the field. He was an awesome player in high school. Plattsburgh, Missouri, first-team All-State. Senior year averaged 34 points, 13 boards, 4.5 assists, and 5.5 steals. Now, I know it's high school, but those are big numbers.
Big numbers.
Big stats, and the game is translating to Division I here as a freshman. Huge boost for the Bulldogs here tonight. Up by 9. All right, Brian Wardle's team partner's got to figure out offensively. Maybe it's Davis up top. Another miss from 3. Mascari a hand on it, and it comes to Sturts. Another empty possession.
It's a good set, though. You get a cross screen there for Davis. Coming off the shoot. He's a 50% three-point shooter. Just wasn't able to knock it down.
Bradley 5 of 15 now from 3. National leader in threes per game and 3-point percentage entering play tonight. They have been shut down by this fantastic half-court Drake defense. 3 to shoot. Here's Sturts. Got to let it go. Beats the timer. Can't hit the shot. Some contact. Ben McCollum thought for sure it was a foul against Bradley, and he gets a little talking to by the officials here.
I agree with Coach Pullman. You have to let him land. Shot fake, all in his space there. Definitely should have been called as a foul.
He was hot. Nate Ferguson got the call. Last field goal for Bradley. Almost 4 minutes now between made shots for the Braves. In a huge rut. Maybe it's Birch gets them going. Weave to Montgomery. He's been the top scorer tonight, along with Hannah. Birch walks and turns it over.
you're Birch there, you're playing in that slot, you have to understand that your man is in the plug spot. So the immediate read there is to drive it. He gave a little bit of a pass fake that wasn't necessary, moved his feet, got called for the walk.
12 miscues tonight for Bradley. That's their per-game average. Ferguson, the high-low pass from Ascari. Not on the same page. Turned over, here's Birch. Looking to run and gun, foul on the way to the basket. And Marion, really good free throw shooter, 89.5% from the line, shoots 2.
And that's where Bradley's going to get back into this basketball game, is forcing turnovers, forcing long rebounds, and getting out in transition. I even think on dead balls or made shots, they can get out in transition, push the ball up the floor, and get some tempo going.
17 of 19 from the line entering play here tonight. A lefty from Milwaukee, career best 13 against Indiana State. Big comeback, misses the free throw there. And 7 points of the last 8 scored by the Braves in that OT victory. Part of the 4-0 start in the Valley for Bradley. But
Birch,
big hole tonight.
Birch is the 5th most efficient jump shooter in the country. 10 to 15 on jump shots. So, again, a guy that I think could be more aggressive on the offensive end.
Someone, partner's got to step up here for Bradley. And it's been invisible. Second half, Dean has not had his best game by far. Only 1-3 for Duke Dean. That was the first half. Scoreless in the second half. High-low play. Banks Gatherers can't hit on a really good action in the half court for Drake. Ben McComb right in front of us. Can't believe it was a miss. Dean on the bounce. Birch couldn't handle it. Another turnover.
If you get too deep into the painted area against this Drake Bulldogs team, it's going to be trouble for you. I mean, you have to be smarter on the offensive end.
Banks, another good look. Right low block, can't finish though. Montgomery rebound run out for Bradley. Zeke Montgomery the take over Ferguson hits.
It's a good take there from Montgomery, going coast to coast, playing off of 2 feet. Now all of a sudden, you have this Bradley Braves crowd into the game.
Carver Arena packed tonight. First real noise the home crowd's made here in downtown Peoria in the second half. Double figures for Hannah and now Zeke Montgomery after the last bucket to cut it to 6.
See it again here. Good take, play off 2 feet, utilize your size and strength. That's the time where you want to drive into the painted area when the defense is not set. Drake is so good at digging at balls on dribble penetrations. You don't want to make too deep of drives or close-knit passes. It's going to get stolen.
Birch out. Thomas has returned for Bradley. Howard on a bounce. Drive to the basket, banks again. Finish this time. That looked good. He's had himself a night.
Dean probably got away with a walk there.
Perimeter foul on Howard.
See it again here. Bradley going to a zone off the dead ball situation. Good job of Drake getting that ball into the middle. Find your big fella for an easy left-handed layup.
4 fouls, partner on Howard. And Christian Davis to the free throw line. Atlason has returned. A good start with a 3-ball first half. Since then, he's been quiet. 1 for 4 from deep for Atlason tonight. And 3-point ace. Push foul on the free throw miss. And the call on Bradley.
That looked like such a hard fall. He just popped right up.
It's Atlason fouls Howard. And the freshman quickly up. 1-1 now here for Drake. Howard only 7 free throw attempts on the season. About 12 minutes a game, not getting a lot of playing time, but a bust out over the weekend, as we talked about against Murray State. Missed this time, front end of the 1-on-1, knocked out of bounds. Who's got it? Drake keeps it.
And it's been Drake. Every 50-50 ball they've gotten their hands on. You got to understand, with Howard at the line, 3 of 7 on the year. It's a great chance he's going to miss it. You have to box out.
Points in the paint, 30-20 for Drake tonight. 10 offensive rebounds for the Bulldogs. 2 big factors the coaches told us about pregame. Howard right in the paint. Mascari. So dangerous from 3. The fearless Howard travels this time. And the freshman turns it over.
If he hopped before he put that ball on the ground. D1 officials, probably something that you could have got away with at the high school ranks.
Probably not here. 10 turnovers tonight for Drake. Still a healthy 8-point lead. And it was unstoppable first half. Not a factor in half number 2. Check by Ferguson. Gets the deep touch. Here's Dean. Over Sturtz, partially blocked. Dean's 5'7". Sturtz is almost 6'6".
Yes.
That's a tough matchup for a little guy. The dynamic, diminutive dynamo for Bradley. Not a factor tonight. That work for you? Triple D?
Yeah, I like that. I like
good
that.
With that?
Good wordplay.
Ferguson. High-low play, Banks receives. Montgomery picks it. Good anticipation that time. Half-court defense for Bradley. Dean running. First didn't see it coming. Turn right back over to Sturtz. On a bounce for Howard. The freshman hits for 2 more. Was bumped 2. He's pumped. And how about Drake tonight on the road? Forgetting the 2-game losing streak. This is why they started the year 12-0. This team.
You have a young man that's earned himself more playing time.
Response Montgomery. He's got 13.
It'll be interesting to see if Sturtz offensively is more aggressive down the stretch here.
Montgomery leads Bradley, 13 points, 12 for Hannah, but not a factor in half number 2. Ferguson a factor all night. For the left, no finish this time. Davis a piece of it. Comes to Montgomery. Ferguson upends him and commits the foul. That's his 3rd. Free throws when we come back to downtown Peoria, Illinois. The banks of the Illinois River tonight. It's Sturtz and company running. Howard gunning. The freshman. Awesome again. He's got 8 tonight on 4-7 shooting.
Guys, got hair loss? I know what you're thinking. Should I shave my head? Comb it over? Wear a hat? Just stop. This isn't 1970. Keep your hair and your confidence because Bosley, America's #1 hair restoration experts, can give you your real hair back permanently. Check them out because they're giving away an absolutely free information kit and a free gift card to everyone who scans this QR code. Dude, you don't have to look like your dad because this isn't your dad's hair loss treatment. People all over the country trust Bosley because they're ahead of the curve. They use the latest technology to give you your real hair back. And the best part, Bosley's permanent solution is protected by the Bosley Guarantee. Let them show you for free how awesome your hair could look with an absolutely free information kit and a gift card for $250 off. Scan the QR code. Don't wait. Scan the code now and ask about the Bosley Guarantee.
Look, great blue heron. You know, when I go, I'd like to leave some money to the local bird conservancy.
Doesn't count. What you need is a will, something you can sign and make official. Start your will at trustandwill.com now and make it count.
DealDash.com. Online auctions since 2009. This PlayStation 5 sold for only 50 cents. This iPad Pro sold for less than $34. And this Nintendo Switch sold for less than $20. Go to DealDash.com and see how much you can save.
Coming up next, our coverage of college hoops continues. Summit League showdown between Kansas City and Omaha right here on CBS Sports Network. You've seen Omaha in action. Pretty good player in Markel Sutton. Jamal Brown having a great year for the Kangaroos.
Yeah, Markel Sutton is a very versatile forward. He can score from all 3 levels, so this should be a good Summit League game.
2 teams undefeated so far Summit League play as we revisit your keys to the game here, partner.
Yeah, you look at guarding the three-point line. Bradley only shooting 5 of 16. One of the things that I talked to Drake before the game is they wanted to guard the three-point line, but they didn't want to put too much emphasis on it where they gave up a lot of other easy opportunities. They've done just that, guarded the paint, forced turnovers. And then for Bradley, they've done a good job pick and roll defense for the most part, but they've let Sturtz get to the painted area sometimes, and he's been able to find his teammates.
14, Trey, for Montgomery tonight. Foul before the break by Ferguson. Hits the front end of the 1-and-1. One more foul. And Bradley shoots 2 from that point forward. 2 free throws for Zeke Montgomery, 5th-year guard. A little pressure. Mascari and company across the timeline, no worries. Crowd again, Carver Arena erupts here. And know their beloved Braves need some help. Under 3 in regulation. Trying to keep a 5-game win streak alive. Tip ball, fire in the corner, 5 to shoot.
Your Banks, you got to go one-on-one. There's no help side. You have the matchup you want. Make the Bradley defense come towards you before you pass that ball.
Connor Dillon played high school ball here in Peoria, went D2. This was his last year playing Division I. Here's Mascari, launches, end of the shot clock cycle. Some contact with Hannah down low and Ferguson. Shot clock violation to call.
Now imagine if you're Bradley, you're going to get the ball in Montgomery's hands. I love him going left, whether that's on the block or that's a pick and roll or isolation situation.
Shocking numbers, Dean. 3 points, Sturtz 2 in the game. Banks, the steal. Banks, 2 more. Big night continues. 19 for Tavion Banks. He's been stellar tonight for the Bulldogs.
And that's a forward guarding a perimeter player.
Tying his career best at 19 against Green Bay. Another steal. Half-court defense, lockdown for Drake again. And Sturtz and company in no hurry, up by 8. Defense has been the key, partner.
Yeah. Physicality. Who's going to be the tougher team? It's been Drake all night long.
14 steals tonight. Mascari looking for a dagger 3. Back iron miss. Banks everywhere tonight. He's been omnipresent. Hand of the hustle. And a foul call. Pippett's Howard, he's fouled out. Done for the night, the freshman. He'll take a seat. Cale Combs replaces him. And 1:54 to go in regulation.
More importantly, it stops the clock. He gets Hannah on the free throw line. So kind of a double whammy for Drake there. Foul out one of your more productive players, and you allow Bradley to get some free throws.
Braves 8 for 11. So far from the free throw line tonight, lefty Hannah has 1 more. He's got 13 points tonight. That's his first point of the second half. Shooting 71.4% from the stripe, entering play here tonight. Drake has adjusted well second half to defend him. Hits 2. 2-possession game. A lot of time remaining here in Peoria. Ferguson. Good press break. Davis trying to foul him. Ready to shoot here. D2 star transfer Sturtz. Runs the show. Ferguson. Mascari. Fake on a 3, 5 to shoot. Back to Sturtz with 4. Mascari, long 3, airborne, got it! Another for Drake, Mitch Mascari. Splashes a deep downtown 3.
That one from Bloomington, my goodness.
Lead is 9. A minute 15 to go. Dean trying to get something going here second half, cannot. Davis, couple tips. Both errant, foul called down low on Drake.
And it's that 3-man action where they have Mascari kind of setting back screens, slipping out. You have to be accountable for him and the role, especially with how good Sturts is with the basketball.
Definition, Trey, of a dagger.
Yeah.
4-3, 4 for 10 from the field, all from 3 from Mascari tonight. And he now has tied Dean with 48 made threes, tops in the Valley. One more free throw here for Christian Davis.
Scary. Supposed to be working, what, in finance in Wheaton, Illinois.
Had a job lined up. Transfer Northwest Missouri State. Ben McCall took the job in Des Moines. Convinced Mascari to play one more year of college basketball. And fans in Des Moines are really glad he made that call.
Oh, what a good time we will have. You can make it happen again.
Voltaren for long-lasting arthritis pain relief.
Hey.
Get off your...
Show off.
Mountain Dew. It's the most wonderful time with the kids jingle. Be of good cheer. It's the most wonderful.
Whether your phone's broken or old, we've got you. With Verizon, anyone can trade in any phone, any condition. It's your last chance to get iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence on us. And iPad and Apple Watch Series 10, all 3 on us. That's up to $2,000 in value, only on Verizon.
Hello?
Drake at 12-0 start this year before the back-to-back losses to UIC and Murray State. That starts as the 2021 team that started 18-0 for Darren DeVries. Won Arch Madness. Drake has won 3 of the last 4 Missouri Valley Conference Tournament championships in St. Louis. 12-2 now. And Ben McCollum told us today that we thought a bit too much of ourselves with a 12-0 start on the road New Year's Day at UIC. Took him too lightly. He said we drank the poison.
Yeah.
Now we're back.
Yeah, UIC is a good team, though. I mean, they, new coach there, built a program. And then Murray State is always a tough opponent, athletic, going to challenge you defensively. So great 2 tests for Drake. Great to see them back on track.
Free throw Davis cuts it to 7. Combs press break, starts. Foul first Johnson. Backcourt, freshman picks up his 2nd. So 1-1 here. Still a full minute to go, partner regulation. A lot can happen in the next 60 seconds. Duke Dean returns for Bradley.
Maybe not the best person that found Combs, 5'6" on the year. Has played a lot of big-time basketball. One of those D2 transfers that came with Coach McCollum.
Here's Combs, front end, a miss. Montgomery the rebound. The Wyoming transfer can't get it done. Dean, Montgomery the fake, thought about 3, drives in for 2 instead. Easy off the glass and in. Cut it to 5. Backcourt pressure, Mascari harassed. Timeout. Before the foul. Before a turnover. Great finish brewing here. Peoria, we're back in 30 seconds.
Oh, that's very,
Right?
This store doesn't have agent force, so an AI agent didn't tip off the stylist as to what I might actually wear.
Yes.
Ooh, that's a commitment. Hey, bud, what do you think? You know, people can see you out here. Yeah, right. Love you too.
Agent Force helps retailers prevent fashion fails. It's what AI was meant to be.
Trey Tavion Banks, awesome career high points tonight. Been fabulous with 19, 6 of 10 from the field.
He's done a really good job of playing off of Sturts' penetration. There's so much attention on the leading scorer in the Missouri Valley. He's been the beneficiary of a ton of dump-offs and his finish around the rim through contact, his hit the glass. and made his free throws. I mean, just an all-around performance from the big fella.
32 games, JC last year, Northwest Florida State College helped lead that program to quarterfinals of the JUCO National Championships.
Yeah, they produced a lot of D1 talent as well. I mean, that's one of the better JUCO programs in the country.
The Bulldog timeout, huge inbound play here. Get it to Sturtz, bump by Birch. Banks hit by Davis, commits the foul. He's got 4. So 19 fouls. One more 1-and-1 here. Banks, the awesome night we just documented. 7 of 8 for Tavion for the free throw line so far. Saturday home to Evansville. Illinois State, Indiana State, Valpo, the Bears, and then UNI coming up. What a deep and talented Valley it is this year. A lot of new look programs. Miss for Banks. Another in the front end of the 1-and-1. That's back-to-back. A 5-point game. Here's Dean. Duke Dean, layup, block, Banks. Brian Wardle, apoplectic, thought that should count. And a foul called. Duke Dean beside himself. There was no goaltend called in a 5-point game. Let's take a look, Trey.
That'll be interesting to see if the rules will allow a review here. Don't think so. That's definitely a goaltend. That ball hits the backboard first. That's a goaltend.
Not reviewable.
Not reviewable, yep.
Abreu hits this one. And Duke Dean is still livid. Abreu transfer Northwest Missouri State. Came with Ben McCollum, hits 2, D2 transfer. Team's second leading scorer, 2 big free throws. Montgomery needs this 3. Back iron, almost rolled in, tipped in down low by Christian Davis. 18.6. Sturtz hit, no foul called. And Combs is in the backcourt. 2 free throws here for Drake. Brian Wardle about to see the 5-game win streak of the 4-0 start of the Valley come to an end here. I guess they can make a huge comeback. Still a lot of time. The Flames, Sycamores, Racers, Belmont, Redbirds, and UIC coming up. Combs back to the free throw line. Gets a roll. Sophomore from Nixa, Missouri. School best came against Wyoming 1 year in the Mountain West. Against Boise State, playing for Wyoming last year. 27 games for the Pokes out west. Successful free throw line trip. Cale Combs, the sophomore. Back to 7. Back to Montgomery. Can't hit. Nice stick back. Connor Dillon in the final moments. But it's 5. Commits the foul. A couple former D2 stars now moving up to Division I. Dillon from Winona State in Minnesota. And Sturtz, of course, Northwest Missouri State. And Ben McCollum's powerhouse Bearcat program.
Assuming that Drake can pull this one out. I mean, you went on the road against the #1 team in the Valley with your best player 0 of 3, now 3 of 8 from the free throw line. And that's a program win, a statement win for the Valley.
Sturtz just 4 points. 0 of 3 from the field, amazing. Final moments here tonight. Here's Dean, here's Davis. That's the game. 64-57 is our final tonight. Drake, the 12-0 start, snaps the 2-game losing streak and continues the best start since the 21 Arch Madness Championship team. Statement game here tonight, partner.
Yeah, now You got Drake rolling in at 3-2. Bradley with their first loss. It's going to be a tight race in this 20-game conference slate. And you can imagine that Drake and Bradley will be at the top of it.
3 players for Drake in double figures. Not the leading scorer in the conference, Bennett Sturts. Davion Banks had 19 tonight, 10 for Combs, 10 for Mascari. Making 12 for Mascari and 4 threes. He was fantastic from deep and great in half-court defense as well. Drake's statement win. Bradley's first Valley loss of the season. 5-game win streak is over. 64-57 the final. For Trey Dempsey, the entire crew, Dave Ryan saying so long. It's been a presentation of CBS Sports Network, the 24-hour home of CBS Sports. After these messages, we'll send you out to Summer League action. Kansas City against Omaha. Good night from Peoria. What a win for the Bulldogs. On the road, they take out Bradley. Preseason pick to win the Valley. 64-57. So long from Peoria, Illinois.
Hey, my treat today. Thank you. But I don't think they take that here.
Of course they take Discover. It's accepted at 99% of places.
99%? I didn't know that.
You're stuck in the past. Unlike me.
You look rad.
Yeah.